Alrighty, this is the entity that's engaged in what is hovering while I'm capturing images of the various vagina monitors, stalking with audible activity while the group of males are waiting until my legs are spread apart, waiting while I'm indisposed in the women's restroom, and stalking with amplified noise with the sex offenders of the Ontario International Airport that has no airport right here at Bonita. That's where the entity is engaged in what is stalking with planes. You'll recall the entity stalking me right here at this entrance, flying over the top of my head here, coming from what would be the same airport. They're engaging in feigning like they're landing, unintelligent demons that do so also under the fake sun. This is the diagnosis while they engage in very poor performances while the criminal monitoring is being documented, and everybody, including the federal government, knows that they're stalking, and you're not landing or taking off anywhere, you're stalking. That's going to be the same material, not only to prosecute but to diagnose. What I want to be clear is that you have a group of males that are inside of Stater Brothers, which is not a family market, and they're stalking with amplified noise while this group of males are keeping my vagina under surveillance with the city of Ontario that's using commercial planes. That's a lot of money, thousands of dollars with regard to monitoring my vagina. You have a parking lot full of sex offenders, a grocery store full of sex offenders who are all together engaging in surveillance of my genitalia, stalking with amplified noise inside of the bathroom through the walls. This is occurring at approximately 9:55 p.m. and the entity is engaged in what is stalking. This is all engineer light, which you know. This is my shadow here. Okay, and here's another shadow here, and that's the airport that is stalking, which lets you know what the people of the state are doing, which is vagina monitoring. And you have a gang of demons that are under the guise of construction, create noise inside of the bathroom where Stater Brothers markets a sex offender, and the males that are engaging in construction, which is the guise of amplifying noise as they wait until my legs are spread apart and my vagina is exposed, and the entity is engaged in what is monitoring my physical movement, monitoring my vagina. The entity is engaged in this with the Ontario Police Department. That's engineer light. Okay, and this is where the Ontario International Airport is stalking. That's the entity that's going to be disbanded. That's not policing. And that's a threat to my life while they're engaged in surveillance during this investigation. That's exactly why sex offenders like C. Hazelwood, number 21167, and Sandoval, they're going, and Sergeant Hall, they're going to prison. Those are vagina monitors, not police officers, and they're monitoring with these sex offenders, keeping ongoing audible activity while they keep a black woman's vagina under surveillance inside of a grocery store. He's staring down at a communication device. 6VKU958 is stalking with the Ontario Police. This is a sex offender. And this is what is the conspiracy to murder. Before they murder you, they keep your genitalia under surveillance. This is the demon possessed. That's P.O.C. This is the prosecution, in case you didn't tell already, of the entity that includes surface prep. You see these shadows right here? This is where vagina monitoring is underway. It's impossible light. Stalking with the police, stalking with the airport, it doesn't get any more incriminating with regard to prosecuting surface prep, vagina monitors, the demons inside of the vehicle with surface prep on it, vagina monitors, and Stater Brothers vagina monitors. Even Isaiah, gang stalking me at the register, is engaged in what is monitoring my vagina, while the demon possessed are violent sex offenders and monitoring your physical movement, including while your legs are spread apart and your genitalia is exposed in the bathroom at a facilitating venue. P.O.C. It's 10:13 p.m. This is bathroom monitoring.